press, esteemed colleagues, and fellow Nigerians. I am delighted to provide a comprehensive update on the enforcement activities of Nigeria Customs Service in our pursuit of ensuring the security, health, and economic well-being of our great nation. Just yesterday, there was a debate on the floors of the Senate regarding the menace created by the smuggling of hard drugs in the country. During those deliberations, measures were being taken to arrest this particular situation. I'm here today to let you know that our country has faced unprecedented challenges in a bid to deliver the dividend of democracy and good governance under the visionary leadership of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Customs, in alignment with the administration's progressive policies, has adopted fresh approach towards fulfilling our mandate of balancing revenue collection, facilitating trade, and ensuring compliance with the relevant laws. We have moved from a reactive and ensuring compliance with the relevant laws. We have moved from a reactive stance to a proactive enforcement-driven approach to one that balances compliance facilitation with robust security measures. Our new strategy is multifaceted, focusing on consolidating previous gains, fostering unprecedented collaboration with stakeholders, and integrating cutting-edge innovations into our operations. We are rewriting the book on revenue collection, trade facilitation, and regulatory compliance, while strengthening our role as the vanguard against societal threats. This evolution in our roles aims to serve the best interests of Nigeria, especially in these times of economic adjustment, where our citizens grapple with inflationary pressures triggered by efforts to manage exchange rate challenges. We now lean more towards persuasion rather than punishment, employing our soft power over hardline tactics. This strategy is necessary considering the current realities faced by Nigerians. However, I want to emphasize that our resolve to protect Nigeria's border and interests remains ironclad. We are more repositioned more than ever before to adopt a more carrot-oriented approach in carrying out our operations rather than the usual hardline approach. The challenges we face are quite formidable. Unscrupulous elements still seek to exploit our current economic situation and engage in smuggling activities that threaten the very fabric of our society. From arms and ammunition to narcotics, from restricted pharmaceuticals to staple food, and even to our perilous fuel resources. The spectrum of illicit trade is vast and varied. What is even more disturbing is the fact that these activities have been linked to clusters of criminal networks that seek to cause harm to Nigerians. The scale and sophistication of these illicit activities are quite alarming. You will recall that we had a major seizure of arms in 2019. Part of the things we have done is to let Nigerians know that every criminal element or every criminal activities would have their consequences. One of the things that I've done, in fact, priority that I've taken since assumption of duty, is to ensure that we have closure in some of those landmark cases. I'm happy to inform you that we have successfully prosecuted. I'm happy to inform you that we have successfully prosecuted all the major collaborators that are involved in that particular seizure. Now, since all the major actors are behind bars, we have now taken the decision to finally put closure to that particular seizure by transferring the seized arms and ammunition to the National Center for the Controls of Light Weapons. And this will be done in the days ahead. We are going to let you know. Also, of particular concern to us is the alarming rise in wildlife trafficking, which not only threatens our biodiversity, but also threatens Nigeria's international reputation. The illegal trade in endangered species, especially pangolin scales, has positioned Nigeria as a key transit point in the global wildlife trafficking network. This illicit trade decimates our natural heritage, fuels transnational criminal networks, as well as undermines our national security and economic stability. The embarrassment caused by these activities on the global stage is indeed very, very significant, potentially impacting our diplomatic relations and economic partnerships. It is imperative that we address these issues with the most urgency and commitment. And now, let me share with you some of the details of our recent enforcement activities. And I'm happy that those items, the product of these seizures, are here for all of us to see. A good place for me to start would be our efforts to combat wildlife trafficking. Our recent operations have yielded significant results in combating the illegal trade of endangered species. The first one, on the 8th of August 2024, Nigeria Customs Service, in collaboration with our main partners, the Wildlife Justice Commission, conducted a joint enforcement operations resulting in the seizure of 9,493 kilograms of pangolin scales. These operations, carried out in 2 separate locations, represent the largest seizure of pangolin scales globally since January 2020. The operation carried out in Kano and Kaduna, that's the second one, yielded 2,293 tons of pangolin scales, and also we made 2 arrests during the operations. In Lagos, the operation resulted in the seizure of 7.2 tons of pangolin scales and 2 additional arrests. So therefore, there was a total of 4 arrests made in Kano and Lagos. These seizures that we are seeing today brings the total amount of pangolin scales intercepted by Nigeria Customs Service, working in collaboration with the Wildlife Justice Commission, to nearly 20 tons since 2021, and representing the loss, regrettably, of over 30,000 pangolin species. We acknowledge the crucial role of intelligence provided by our partners, which led to these successful operations. So let's finish this.